Welcome back to Absolute Chefing. Today we're going to prepare a beef stroganoff. It's very popular all over the world and it's very easy to make. So the ingredients that we need for this particular recipe is beef. I've taken strip loin. You can even use tenderloin. Anything that cooks fast or anything that is tender. So always make sure that you cut them across the grain, that the fibers are sharp and it's very fast to cook. Now we got some onions. I've used 1/4 of an onion and 2 cloves of garlic. That's very minimum. I normally tend to use a lot of garlic in my recipes. I got some fresh parsley, some mushrooms. I'm using shiitake mushrooms right here, some sour cream, a bit of cream, and green mustard. And to season the beef, we got some salt and pepper, and also some flour. And to go on the side, we have some potatoes. We're going to use what they normally serve traditionally the beef stroganoff with, which is sliced fried potatoes, or even they can go with shoestring fries. All right, let's start with the preparation. So what I'm going to do here is dice some onions very fine. Now the garlic. Always take this tip off because it's hard. I don't want that hard stuff biting in when you eat it. Again, fine chop on the garlic. Okay. Now we need to clean up the mushroom. We don't need the stem. Remove the stem. The original recipe goes with button mushroom. I'm just tweaking it a little, make it more interesting. I like shiitake mushrooms a lot, so there you go, shiitake mushroom it is. Now we can cut them into 1/2 or 1/4, depending on the size of your mushrooms. That's there. Now the parsley. Now let's chop up the parsley. What I've seen many people do while chopping the parsley is roughly chop them up, going multiple times with the knife, back and forth, back and forth. You don't have to do that. When you have a sharp knife, you just got to do it twice. That's it. That's all it takes. You don't have to go crazy and chop it up. Parsley already. We'll remove it from the cutting board. Okay, now the potatoes. And slice them really thin. Because this is going to be a quick dish. By the time you prepare the beef, your potatoes need to be ready as well. There we go, that's enough potatoes. Now we move that. There we go. Now to season the beef, we're going to use some salt. That's good. Some fresh black pepper, cracked. Oh yes, I forgot to tell you, there's beef stock that we need to use as well. Not a lot, maybe just about a cup. For this amount of beef, it's about 800 grams of beef. Now, add a couple of spoons flour. So the flour will actually helps to thicken the sauce as well. Alright, here we got the pan getting hot. This is for potatoes. You don't want it too hot and burning the potatoes, so go for a low heat on this. And here is for the stroganoff. Season the potatoes, both sides, then flip it over, we'll season the other side. Now this pan is hot, time for the mushrooms to go in. Salt and pepper. Okay, mushrooms are done. Remove them, keep it aside. Now it's time for the onion and garlic. You don't need to brown them, slightly get it transparent, and then we add the beef. The potatoes are almost getting there. Flip them over. And it's time to add the beef. The potatoes are done. We got one more batch to go in there. One side slightly browned. Now you flip them over and let it brown a little bit more. You'll see the stuff getting into the bottom, which is okay. We're going to take it off when we add the beef stock. Time to add your stock. Mushrooms goes in. Scrape the bottom to remove all the stuff sticking in the bottom. That's where all the flavors are. 3/4 teaspoon of Dijon mustard. Mix it in. Time to add some cream. About 150 ml is good enough. So it's time to add the sour cream. So before you add it, do not add it directly into the pan. So that's going to make it curdle. Mix the sour cream with some of this liquid from the pan, and then make it nice and creamy. That goes into the sauce. Once you add the sour cream, there's no much cooking needed, so turn off the fire. Now you hit it with a lot of parsley. Go. Now we'll finish up the potatoes, and it's time to plate. Place your potatoes on the dish, and then get a good scoop of stroganoff right on top. And you hit it with more parsley. And that's how simple it is. And if you haven't subscribed yet, please consider subscribing to the channel and check out my other videos too.